He just has to touch you once.
Going down.
He's so different than anybody else in the division. Like, he knocks everybody out. Everybody hits hard. They all hit hard.
But
that
down.
dude hits hard. hard. You know they have that punch machine?
Oh yeah,
where
you can see the power? What's his power?
190.
Why you wake up? You should have kept dreaming.
Joe Rogan was amazed after watching new training footage of Shakur Stevenson displaying outstanding punching ability, with extremely fast hands and precise shots that immediately caught attention.
He even does it with his right hand, which is not his power punch.
And it still
his
was
power
130?
punch is his left hook. His left hook is what he knocks out everybody with. But it might be that his left hook is faster and it's a better weapon because it's in the front, and his right hand is more powerful, but he just doesn't land it as often that way. Did you find it?
This stage of Stevenson's training also shows a clear change in mindset. Long known for his defense, the added focus on sharp, explosive combinations points to a more aggressive version of Shakur Stevenson. Terence Crawford, a close friend, mentor, and elite pound-for-pound fighter, has been training with Stevenson as he prepares for the big fight against Lopez. Stevenson has been seen sparring and working drills with Crawford while moving up to 140 pounds to face Lopez.
With the phone in my hand.
Stevenson's camp is not just about throwing more punches, but about accuracy, timing, and purpose. He works on reacting quickly, reading opponents, and using skill with control instead of careless volume. His compact head movement helps him avoid punches by small margins, keeping balance and readiness to counter.
Sparring day. Say he about to violate, we about to see. Up. He gonna think he gonna think the referee hitting him in that bitch. Champ gonna just be hitting him all day long. Bop, bop, bop. He gonna be steady coming. Oh, he tough. But we gonna hit him with all that good shit. We gonna be ready for his ass. You need people like me. You need people like me so you can point your fingers and say, that's the bad guy. So, will I make you good?
Stevenson's style is built on timing, awareness, and fast counters, which makes him hard to hit cleanly. Lopez, in contrast, prefers a steady forward style, staying composed, balanced, and selective with his offense.
In fights and T.O. style, even if he's on his front foot, he doesn't commit to a lot of punches on the front foot, but he can fight that way. Shakur almost exclusively wants to go defense to offense versus leading the exchange. So I don't know, not to say Shakur will be on the back foot the whole time. That's not necessarily how I see the fight going, but I don't know if this is going to be like a knockdown, drag him out type of thing. I think we're going to get a defensive sweep.
He has openly talked about his desire to compete and face opponents who demand discipline and adjustment. This shows his hunger to improve every time he steps into the ring. Stevenson's confidence and focus on growth drive his preparation for top-level challenges like Lopez.
To the fans, but I think it also did something for you to prove to yourself that, man, listen, that wasn't like my best performance, but I showed you I can get it out the mud. What did that performance kind of do for you now that you look back at it?
Honestly, I think like styles-wise, I think that Zepeda's style is the style that's supposed to give me the most trouble. Like guys that box and give me time to think is the guys that's gonna have a fit with me all night. But the guys who press me and put me against some ropes and throw a million punches, that's the style that's supposed to give me trouble. So I went out there and I prevailed against that style, and now I'm fighting against a boxer, which for me, it just makes it more fun. I don't have to deal with a guy that's trying to like wear me down so much.
Right.
So now I gotta play check.
Another important part of Stevenson's approach is smart punch selection. Instead of throwing wild combinations, he waits for clear chances and lands clean counters that disturb his opponent's rhythm.
Is win.
Stevenson has been training with intense focus as he gets ready for his showdown with Teofimo Lopez. Day after day in camp, he pushes himself physically and mentally, refining his skills, adjusting to the added weight, and sharpening movement and timing to match Lopez's power and aggression. He has sparred elite partners, including Terence Crawford, to prepare for what lies ahead, while adding strength work to boost his punching power. Stevenson has even skipped holidays to stay locked in, showing full commitment as he conditions his body and sharpens his mind for the biggest fight of his career.
He told me, hey, so
Let's fight.
Stevenson is often described as a defensive problem who frustrates opponents by shutting down their plans and forcing constant adjustments, which can lead to mental breakdowns. His reliance on timing, awareness, and counters makes him difficult to hit cleanly. Lopez prefers a controlled forward approach, staying disciplined and choosing shots carefully. Clemens believes the fight will be tactical, with both fighters testing each other's discipline, adaptability, and ring intelligence rather than relying only on power.
Him to fight the same way versus Teofimo Lopez. I really don't. And I think people are looking at the Zepeda fight and going, yeah, that's Shakur we want. And I don't want to say he's going to disappoint people, but he will not fight that way with Teo. He won't. And Teo won't fight the same way William Zepeda did. They'll both be very measured. I think it'll be a very slow-paced, low-output fight. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I could see maybe they go to war or something, but we're talking about styles making fights, and Teo's style, even if he's on his front foot, he doesn't commit to a lot of punches on the front foot, but he can fight that way. Shakur almost exclusively wants to go defense to offense versus leading the exchange. So I don't know. Not to say Shakur will be on the back foot the whole time. That's not necessarily how I see the fight going, but I don't know if this is going to be like a knockdown, drag him out type of thing. I think we're going to get a defensive, sweet side.
Rather than slowly settling into a new weight class, Stevenson skipped tune-up fights and went straight for a title, showing belief that he belongs among the best in any division. Lopez's recent fights at 140 have received mixed reactions, with some pointing to decision wins instead of dominant finishes and questioning his dominance. Still, Lopez has major victories and championship experience, making him a dangerous opponent for anyone, especially someone new to the weight.
I heard you was the one that wanted to fight, right?
Yeah. I actually set this fight up, And I honestly did it because I wanted to push myself. I know that Tio is a tremendous fighter. I know he's on an extremely high level. And I feel like, well, I know that I can beat him, but I know that this should be a tough session, so I'm ready.
Who were some of the other options you had?
Lamar Roach.
That would have been a real good fight, man. But I mean, Tio, he's a bigger name though, so I see why you went with him.
Yeah, bigger name, and also he got the more accolades. He's been undisputed before. He's done one belts at 35, one belts at 30, at 40. So he's more accomplished. So I know that would be a better name on my resume.
Yeah, a lot of people saying that this is gonna be a tough fight for you.
I mean, they absolutely right to have their opinion. I already know this guy's good. I done came up in the amateurs with him.
Both fighters enter this high-stakes matchup with strong but very different records. Shakur Stevenson is undefeated at 24-0 with 11 knockouts, having won world titles in multiple lower divisions and defending the WBC lightweight title with control and skill. His movement, discipline, and southpaw stance make him a difficult challenge. Teofimo Lopez holds a 22-1 record with 13 knockouts and is the DBO light welterweight champion. After success as a unified lightweight champion, Lopez believes elite fights deserve elite pay and says matches at this level should be exciting and properly rewarded. He says his style brings action, creativity, and variety, not just safe boxing. Lopez highlights moments where experts were surprised by his adaptability and technique, blending classic combinations with modern athleticism. For Lopez, facing Shakur is about proving versatility, respecting boxing history, and showing he belongs among the best of this era.
Of course, I'm talking about Shakur.
$4 million.
$4 million.
Ooh, we didn't get into Shakur.
Oh, yeah, I want to see like entertainment, and then pay the man for that entertainment.
Well,
I give it all different kind of traits of skills. I mean, even Andre Ward, someone that's like an analyst, like a perfectionist in boxing, like his IQ is high. He was even the commentator, like he was surprised how I did that jab where it was like a Superman punch to Josh Taylor, a guy that's undisputed and everything, and just made it look so easy. I bring so many things. I even brought a George Foreman combination now because that's everything. Everything is everything. Like I go back in time because that's where my future is at. And so like as far as like retirement and stuff, honestly, man, it's up to the network.
Eddie Hearn has said the Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson fight is exactly what boxing needs, noting both are elite fighters in their prime with different but equally dangerous strengths. He has praised Stevenson's discipline, technical skill, and ring intelligence, saying these qualities make him a serious threat even against a natural 140 pounds champion. Hearn also points out Lopez's explosiveness, athletic ability, and tricky unorthodox style, explaining that this contrast makes the fight so appealing. He believes fans will see a true clash of skill versus power.
Shakur is massively underrated in terms of his achievements and his ability. Everyone in boxing knows how good Shakur is. He is pound for pound, top 5 in terms of quality. But look at the achievements of the young man. At 28 years of age, he's already a 3-division world champion. This is to become a 4-division world champion. Quite remarkable. And Teofimo always rises to the occasion. Sometimes you see a little bit of a lackluster performance when he's not motivated, when there isn't kind of any legacy on the line. This is different. This is a sold-out Madison Square Garden between two of the elite fighters of our generation. And the best thing about this fight is we're seeing...
Veteran analyst Teddy Atlas has said Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez deserve real credit for taking a risky, high-level fight that many top fighters avoid. In today's boxing world, fighters often protect unbeaten records, seek safer title defenses, or delay dangerous bouts. Stevenson and Lopez chose a tougher path by facing each other at a higher weight, fully aware of the risks. This decision shows confidence, competitiveness, and respect for boxing traditions and for fans who want the best against the best.
And Teofimo, at certain spots, he's avoiding this guy, he's avoiding that guy. You can't take those shots at these two guys. Definitely can't now. They are stepping up, and they are taking fights that a lot of people are probably surprised they took. Now, a lot of people will say style-wise, Teddy, style-wise, is this going to be a great fight? I don't know if it will. I mean, style-wise, I could see you having a little reservations, whether or not these guys will make for dynamite, they will make, for electricity. I don't know if they will,
But I tell you what they will make for. 2 skillful fighters, 2 talented fighters, 2 fighters that are at a high skill level that will compete.
Also explains that while the Stevenson versus Lopez fight promises elite skill, it may not deliver non-stop action or wild exchanges. Fans often separate technical battles from crowd-pleasing brawls. Some fights show deep mastery without constant excitement. In Stevenson's recent fight against Robson, he showed versatility by fighting both inside and outside, mixing defense with controlled offense. He managed distance well, landed clean counters, and adjusted to his opponent while staying competitive. These traits suggest that even without chaos, the fight will feature smart, high-level boxing built on strategy and adaptability.
Showed aggression in his last fight against Cepeda, being elusive while being aggressive, walking them down, fighting on the inside, boxing well, still being able to counter, still being able to control space, but also be able to go into tight quarters and not be afraid to show that he's good on the inside too, that he can make you miss and make you pay outside and inside. Shakur showed that. That was great. That was great, and people applaud him. I applaud him. We were sitting there, ringside. I was sitting there actually with your sister, ringside, watching that fight. And it was a terrific performance. Shakur showing that dimension, showing that attitude, showing that competitiveness, showing that dog like people like to show or like to talk about, and they wanted to see in Shakur.
Will Stevenson's technical control outbox Lopez? Or can Lopez's power and experience create a stunning moment on fight night?